why are we going to the moon? When you go off on one of these big expeditions, when you take one of these enormous challenges, just the process of going through and doing the work and trying and getting out there means that you learn all sorts of things that you never expected.
We created Astrobotic to be the glue that holds this all together and to become the company that lives on beyond a single project.
So Astrobotics has been pulling the various partners together and providing that management and financial structure, so at the university we can focus on research and we can focus on developing the technology.
So as of today, we have several prototypes. We have 2 prototypes, one which is actively being used. It's called Prototype 2. It's a rover that has all of the capabilities that our real rover will need to have.
I've been testing mirror systems. We have these mirrors so that the rover can see itself. Composite mechanical designs.
We've got visualization in OpenGL.
Stereo algorithms which allow us to make 3D point clouds and remap textures so that we have these crazy 3D models.
We're monitoring battery temperature, voltages, solar panel temperature, pitch, roll, speed, tilts.
Astrobotic is a first-time opportunity, in essence, to capitalize on commercial lunar exploration.
The exploration of the moon is inevitable. It's going to happen over time. The nature of humanity is to explore and to expand. So we can take as a given that the moon will be explored, the resources there will be utilized. So then the question is, how do you get into that? If you see that that's happening, how to get into the game. And I think the rational choice is to find the experience and find the technical know-how and find the vision for how that's going to proceed. And that's what Astrobotic has to offer.
We've sent robots to all sorts of challenging environments on Earth, like the Atacama Desert in Chile, the driest place on Earth, the Arctic, icy climbing glaciers, climbing into volcanoes, going into sewers and abandoned mines, all sorts of extreme environments. So while the conditions on the moon are unique, the robotics challenges of sending a robot into an inhospitable environment at long distance with high risk is nothing we haven't seen before.
We can land within a kilometer or less of our intended target. And for the moon, on the long term, this is very important. If you're resupplying a lunar outpost, you definitely want to be able to land very close to it and not have a 10-kilometer hike to get the new supplies over to the outpost.
And in the long term, you know, Astrobotic becomes the company that you go to for access to the moon, whether you want to set up your lunar mining operation or your lunar hotel, you know, 20 or 30 years from now. The type of experience that gets built up over that commercial development over a long time is the valuable resource there.
We are well along with the technology, the prototypes, the mission. The real payoff is the enterprise and turning it into ongoing, sustaining mission and profit on the moon.